And we are live. Just waiting for YouTube to catch up. And here it comes, I think. There we go. Hey, everybody. I am here with my friend Kimmy.
Hi, everybody.
Who is Vintage Rose Creations. And we're just waiting for a few people to pop in. It's a gorgeous day here. No rain. Hooray. I bet it's nice in Florida, Kimmy, is it?
It's cloudy, no rain yet. Still too early here.
I'm making a mermaid. And I've had this idea in my head for a while now. And what I did, hey, Jane Marge. What I did was I drew a template with some paper, and I did draw this by hand, but I looked up on Google Images what a mermaid tail looked like. And then I just took a piece of paper, folded it, because I can't draw two things. So I look for shapes that I can fold in half, and then you only have to draw it once, cut it out, and then you have the full piece. So I just kind of went across, around, and then down, and then I scalloped the tail a little bit here.
Hi, Shannon.
Hey, Shannon. Hey, Siobhan.
Hi, Siobhan.
And then you open up, and you've got your template. Then I took a couple of pieces of muslin and some felt, and then pinned the template on, cut around it, and you have your piece. And when I had done it with the muslin, I found when I laid my first layer on it that I'll show you in a second, it was a little dark. This is the back. And so I finished the back off with this really pretty curtaining material that I got at a recent thrift store find. And then I went around it with this beautiful white Chinese braid that I got from Craft Supplies for You. And you get 4 yards of this at KS4U, by the way. So it's a super good deal.
Hi, Paranoia Princess.
That's my daughter, Jordan.
Oh, hi, Jordan, daughter.
Hey, that's my girl. And then on the front, I used some bridal dress trim. I hope you can see all of it. There's the bottom, the fin, and then there's the top. So that was my base, and that's how I made the base. And it's going to end up being a wall hanging in the shape of a mermaid tail. So
Jordan is only watching. She can't have the volume on. So.
Oh, Rob's sleeping? Okay.
Yes.
That's my baby girl. Well, my oldest baby girl, who's not really a baby anymore, but you know, still my girl. Anyway, so what I thought I would do, I started thinking, what could I use that would kind of look like scales? So we all have these in our doily collection, these pineapple pieces that are attached to doilies and things. And, you know, sometimes we don't really know what to do with them. So I started playing around with these, and I found that when I laid them down, they started to remind me of scales.
That is a brilliant idea.
Now, the other great thing about these is I have them in a couple of different sizes. So I'm using a smaller for the top, and then I'm going to graduate down with the larger ones. But Craft Supplies for You has packages of these already cut for you in the store. If you look in the doily section at KS4U, you will find that there is a package of these in the store. So you don't even have to cut them. The work's already done for you. But if you have them in your stash, of course, cut them and use them for this type of a project. It was a great idea.
Is Nightbot not on?
You may have to do a capital K. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Nightbot hasn't had his coffee yet, so.
Jordan says, I was up. I saw Mermaid. I clicked. I got lucky because it was you guys.
Yes, Jordan. Okay, my daughter is an amazing costumer, and she made a mermaid costume, and she knitted the tail, and she actually knitted these metal scales into the tail. Very cool. I'll have to see if I can get a picture, and maybe we can post it in the group.
She says she has a bunch of scales left over from my tail if you want them. And
Oh,
she has the volume up a tiny bit to hear you answer.
yes. If you don't want them, that would be amazing. Of course, I would love those. Thank you, dearest. Yes, Jordan Meet Nightbot. That's funny. Okay, so I'm going to get started because after I get the scales on, then we can start decorating and playing around with, different ideas of what to do with it. You could put an image on here. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to decorate it, and it's just going to be like a tail because I thought it would be fun.
Here.
Oh, hey, Fiona. I'm sorry to hear your hands are still bad, sweetie. So let's get started. I'm going to start at the top here, and I'm going to use the smaller pineapple doily pieces. And the other things I've got some seashells. I've got some very tiny little Swarovski beads, which I may sew on afterwards because that would probably take too long. I've got eyelash trim, I've got ribbon, I've got lace, I've got all kinds of stuff. I've got netting. So we'll see what direction we go in. I've never made one of these, so I'm not really sure how this is going to turn out, but we'll find out if it's going to be a hot mess or something okay.
Impossible.
Well, you never know. You never know when you make something for the first time, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to start and work my way down, but I'm just gluing the tops because I want the other scales to be underneath this. That's how it looked best yesterday when I laid this out. Oh, I really should find that spatula. Remind me to do that later, Kim.
Yes, I will. What she's talking about, ladies, are the Dollar Tree or in Canada, Dollarama red silicone spatulas that we use to put down, to press down our hot glue so we don't burn our fingers.
And in the UK, probably Poundland has them, but I had heard that Poundland was going under, so I'm not sure, but they're just, a silicone spatula. So I'm just putting 3 and then 3 and then 3 again, and then we'll start with the big ones.
I agree, Siobhan.
Oh, you guys are hilarious. Yeah, I could make a hot mess, trust me.
Oh, that's great, Jordan. I'm going to check you out. Thank you. She has it on her Instagram, ladies, at Jordan Fuller on Instagram. And she said she has it as her icon, but it's a bit further down on her page.
Yeah, Jordan is an amazing artist. So this is a really good way to use up these pineapple pieces. And you don't want to go too far out of your shape because you don't want to lose the shape of the tail.
Dawn Marie is here.
Hey, Dawn Marie.
We're all going to be digging through our stashes when we're finished watching you, Kim, looking for pineapple pieces.
Well, like I said, if you don't have them, go to Craft Supplies for You because Julie has packages of them in her store. And I think you get 10 pieces, which, let's see, 3, 6, 9. I used 12 of the small ones and 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of the big ones. So, you know, probably just a couple of packages would do you. You know, because I think you get either 10 or 12 in a package. I don't remember. Probably 10. So on this thinner part, I've got to overlap them a little bit more. Because again, I don't want to lose my shape here. What do you think, Jordan? Do they look like scales? Right? Pretty cool.
Ooh, dyeing them different colors.
Yeah, I played around with that idea yesterday, but I didn't have enough pineapple shapes. I have a blue, like a seafoam blue color, but they were super big ones and I didn't have enough to cover it. So, and then I thought of maybe, you know, mixing them with the white, but they were just way too large for the scale of these ones. So I decided just to go with white, but we are going to be adding a bit of color. So now I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the bottom here. And in fact, I might just lay these out. I'm going to have these ones coming off the bottom here.
Hi, Gracie's Place.
Oh, that's Marilou. Hey, Marilou. And Marilou has a new kit out, you guys.
Forgive me if I spell anyone's name wrong. I'm sorry. I'm still drinking my coffee.
So that's what it looks like when you lay it all out. So now I'll glue these down. And I'll just kind of go underneath and lay them out and glue them down. But I need a new glue stick. Now, has anybody ever heard that tip of your glue sticks lasting longer if you put them in the freezer? And then when you go to craft, take them out of the freezer? Apparently, it makes your glue sticks last longer. Has anybody ever done that?
Well, I've never heard of that.
It's kind of the same theory as your candles. If you put your candles in the freezer.
Your daughter just bought her first 6-pack of Copics.
Of what? Oh, Copics. Oh, cool, dude. I love Copics. Although I don't use mine that much anymore.
Mary Lou, she's making a mermaid, what she thinks will turn out to be a wall hanging.
Yes, let's hope it does. Yes, this is the shape of it, Marilou. And I made a template for those that just came in. I made a template. I looked on Google Images. I made a paper template and then cut my fabric out, put some felt in between it. This is the back with the big glue string. And then I went around it with this Chinese braid. And then the front, I put some bridal satin down. And then I cut all these pineapple pieces from my leftover doilies for the scales of the tail. So what do you think? Not bad, right? So I may end up, I don't know, maybe cutting off some of these little bits just to keep the shape of the tail or tucking them in maybe. I just think, I don't know, I may end up outlining it again. I don't know.
Jordan, you are hilarious like your mother.
Why would she say? Oh, you're going to steal my Copics? She always raids my craft room when she's here.
Yes, I have
That's okay.
two artist daughters that raid mine all the time too.
I don't know what I'm going to do with that. We'll just leave that for now. Okay, so now on to the next step, which I think I'm going to do. I've got some seashells here, and I was thinking of adding one to each point. Let's see what that looks like, because I have no idea. So we're going to empty these out. I'd like to find all the tiny ones, if I have enough of them. These little round ones. Let's see what we've got. Probably don't have enough of them. Yeah, I probably
Got her first sale from Canada last night.
Sorry, what?
Mary Lou got her first sale from Canada last night.
Yay!
You're right, Jordan. I think you guys probably all are goofballs.
Yeah, there's some goofiness happening in my family, that's for sure. We have a strange sense of humor in my family. Okay, so let me see. I don't know if I like those. I think I might stick with the beads, but I'll add some of these as accents later. But yeah, I think the little blue beads would be nicer. Just on the tips of each of the scales, I think it would be better. But we'll leave those aside for now. So now what I want to do is start decorating it. So
Siobhan,
I have
know if her second package arrived, or has it taken the scenic route?
It's taken the scenic route again, hun. Siobhan sent me the most amazing happy mail the other day, but I opened it on video chat with her, and we're waiting for the second package to come, and then I'll do a video on both of them. So one, I know what's in there. The other one will be a bit of a surprise.
Surprises are good.
They sure are. I'm going to do this pearl trim at the top here, just to kind of define the top, I think. And it just kind of cleans up that edge. A lot of strings on here. Hang on.
Little Books is here.
Ruby!
Hi, Ruby.
Ruby is having an amazing giveaway on her channel. You guys have to go over and check it out. And Ruby, I've been making some of your fairy flowers. I don't know if I have any handy. Here's one that's close. I used your technique. There we go. So this was inspired by Ruby. And I used some curtaining material that I got at a thrift store.
Oh.
And some sari and some fabric that Siobhan gifted me. So that's one of them, but I'm going to do a video on the other ones as well. You guys have to go over and sub to her if you're not already. She's so talented. She's definitely one of my inspirations.
I'll be hosting a challenge / giveaway too.
Yes, you will. When's that going to be, Kimmy?
In the next few days.
Oh, cool.
It's going to be for ephemera, if anybody's interested.
Well, that's amazing. Okay, I'm going to trim that. That's hanging over too far. It's bugging me.
Shannon, you'll love her channel.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, I'm going to cut some of these off. Just neatened it up a bit.
For the purposes of live, everybody, we're going to call Kim Fuller Kim, and we're going to call me Kimmy.
Kim and Kimmy. Kim squared.
Yep. K squared.
Yes, I made the flower, and it was inspired by Ruby Little Books, but of course Siobhan is my other flower inspiration person. She makes the most beautiful flowers.
Totally.
Okay, so what I was thinking was I would do some kind of decoration down the one side here, kind of draping, and then I may, after I sew on the beads, put a image down. I don't know if I have an image printed. I'm going to have to look. Of course, I'm not prepared.
Hi,
What else is
Deanna.
new? Hey, Deanna. So I've got this trim, of course, from KS4U. And it kind of reminded me of seaweed and like netting. So now that the base is down, we'll just move forward with all of these yummy goodies here.
You can keep calling her Kimby, Jordan. You're her daughter. You get to call her whatever you want.
Yeah. A nickname for me.
Oh, that's really pretty. I like that on the side.
Yeah, so I'm going to have some dangles coming down the side, like a few different ones, but I just thought that looked like seaweed and, you know, mermaidy like stuff. Okay, so now I think I'm going to use this piece of trim from my stash. I could put those little round seashells on these flowers for flower centers, maybe. That would be pretty. In fact, I may do that.
You're right, Mary Lou. I don't know how to crochet, so you're absolutely right.
They do, I know, but everybody cuts up bigger doilies or doily tablecloths, or I know crocheting is a lot of work. I crochet myself, but I wouldn't cut up one I made. But, you know, when you cut up a doily or a tablecloth or something that you find at a thrift store, sometimes you have all these pieces left over. Okay, so I think I might use seashells for the flower centers on this one.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty, I think. And I have enough for these, I think. At least I hope I do.
Exactly. We would all cut up old thrift store stuff. Yep.
Yeah. That one can go there. That one can go there. Oh man, I think I'm going to have just enough. Oh, that one's there. Look at, I'm one short. Well, let's see what we have instead.
Jordan wants to know how many of the scales are in the pineapple.
What did I say at the beginning? There was 3, 6, 9, 12 small ones, and 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 of the bigger ones. Well, I could just leave those two. Let's do that. All right. Little shells going on. And fingers will not cooperate. There we go. So what are you guys up to on your channel? Everybody share what they're doing.
It is very unique what she's making, Mary Lou.
Yeah, I had this idea in my head for a while now, and I was trying to work out, how to make it. And then yesterday I went, I'm just going to make it. So we'll see if it works out. I haven't seen anybody else make one in the shabby crafty community, so we'll see.
Me neither.
If they have, let me know. I'd love to see it.
Carla's here. Hi, Carla.
Hey, Carla. Oh, yeah. She won my giveaway. The lovely Carla.
Is that Rose that's up in the corner from KS4U as well?
This one, no. No, this
Okay.
one was from my stash, and it's got all these dangles on it. The
Ooh.
pearl trim is the Chinese braid, and you can get packages of these pineapple shapes already cut for you in Julie's store. So, and then this lace that I used underneath is also from KS4U that I said looks like seaweed.
And ladies, in the description box are all the links to everything.
Yep.
For KS4U.
Yes, I watched Mary Lou's video, who's Gracie's place, yesterday. She's got a beautiful Peter Rabbit Christmas kit.
Oh, Peter Rabbit. I love Peter Rabbit.
It's such a pretty kit. It really is. All right, what else can I do on these? How about some of these tiny shells that are... How many of these
Both
do I
of
have?
my daughters had Peter Rabbit bedroom nurseries when they were babies.
Aw.
Love Peter Rabbit.
Oh, I do have another one of those. Maybe I don't need that.
Shannon just finished the 1830 light up music box mantle clock, Harry Potter inspired.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Holding a giveaway challenge. I watched that, Shannon, and it is gorgeous. And I'm not a Harry Potter fan, and it's gorgeous.
Okay, so I think what I'm going to try is I'm not going to do them all because we'd be here all day, but I will show you what I'm thinking with sewing these beads on. And then I got these needles from China, and you get 30 in a package, and they're beading needles. And it was actually Marlene, who is Mars from Michigan, who told me about these. They're super long. Look how long these are. I mean, they've got to be 6 inches. So they're not like super sturdy. They do bend, but for beading and really tiny things, they'd be great. So these beads have a very small hole in them. So let's test out these needles and see. And then you can get the idea of what I'm going to do. It's kind of a ridiculous size for sewing one bead, but let's watch Kim thread a needle on camera and see how that goes. Can I do it? Any bets? Oh. Maybe.
I bet you can do it because you are awesome.
Oh my gosh, you're funny. I did it. Oh. Awesome I may be, Kim, but my eyes are old. Okay. I threaded it. That's amazing. Oh, yeah, you might get cut off, Ruby. Are you getting faster internet or? Okay. And I glued that
Amazing
to my
fairy
lab.
jar, absolutely.
Okay. So these beads I get on eBay. And when you go on eBay, if you type in Swarovski beads free shipping in the search, then you will come up. And what's the magic way to open this package, I wonder? Okay, well, they're going to go in my bead box anyway, so we'll just dump a few out. Anyway, and you'll find all kinds of things that come up on eBay if you type that in. And I get my Swarovski beads for a penny or two. So what I'm going to do, let's first of all see if it'll go through the hole in this, because it is super tiny. Oh, look, it does. Isn't that amazing? So when I pull the thread through, oh, look, it won't go through. Look at that. The hole's too small. Oh, you can't see it. Look, it won't go past the eye of the needle.
Oh.
Let me try a different one, because sometimes some of the holes are different sizes. So maybe we can get one on. I may end up gluing these on. But these are very small. Nope, they're not going to go through. Okay. Let's get rid of that. And we will put this aside for a while. And we're going to end up, I think, using some glossy accents maybe, because hot glue would just be too much. Okay. And glossy accents on fabric works great. And so you only need a little dot. And then pop your bead on, if it will let go. And I know that's going to be really hard to see, so we'll hold it up, but it will add a little bit of blue. And you can add pearls, you know, anything really. So I am going to just go along and do a few of those. I'll finish those off later, maybe. We'll see.
Sorry to hear about that, Mary Lou.
Oh, what happened?
She said, be careful, ladies, if you are downloading free printables from Pinterest. She got a virus on her computer and it cost £60 to fix.
Oh my goodness.
I have no idea how much money that is, but it sounds like a lot.
It's about $70 American, I would say.
Yikes.
Okay, I might get all these on here. That won't take too long, so we'll just keep going. And I have a reason.
Skype so she can watch you on TV.
Oh, yay.
Or Sky Q.
Come on, get out.
Fiona says, can the beading needles come in different sizes? Just to let you know for the future.
Oh, okay. Okay, honey. Bye, Jordan. Okay, bead, stay on there. Do not stick to my fingers. I love glossy accents for this kind of thing because it dries clear and it doesn't leave that blob of hot glue that you have sometimes. I know it's really hard to see on the camera, but in person, it makes a big difference. Just adding that. It kind of defines the points of the scales. And I'll hold it up to the camera when I'm done. Okay, we need a few more. Okay, we did it. Let me just pop this back in the package. So that'll take a little bit to dry, but I will hold it up so you can see what they look like a little closer. There, can you see them there? It's subtle, but it makes a difference, I think.
Ruby, she has muslin on the back and she covered it with a piece of vintage curtain lace.
Yeah, if you watch the beginning of the video, sweetie, when it's done being live, I explain everything that I did to make the base. So now I don't want to move that around too much so the beads have a chance to adhere and dry. Let me just give them a little push down. Okay, so now on to more decorating. So these pieces here, I cut off the same curtain piece that I used on the back. It's a beautiful pearl beaded curtain, and then it had these lovely star shapes with the little beads on them. And I thought they looked like starfish. I thought they were so pretty. So I've got those, I've got some netting, I've got ribbon, I've got all kinds of goodies. So on we go. I love the seashells. So now I've got some netting. I think I'm going to put that down next, just here. I think netting is kind of warranted. See, I have to stop sticking my elbow in the beads.
You mean tulle by netting? Is that what you're...
Yeah, netting. Yeah, tulle netting. Sorry. This is actually vintage. It's from an underskirt of a wedding dress, and the holes are very big.
Oh, it's like from a crinoline.
Yeah, that's what you call it. You know all the words, Kim.
I don't know how to spell it. Crinoline.
Well, fortunately, we're not having a spelling bee because I'd fail that one too, I think. Okay, so what do I want now? I've got this beautiful soft blue lace, which would pick up on the blue in the beads. So I think I'm going to make a really nice bow with that. Just a very simple bow.
Dawnette says yes to the, or Dawnette, Dawn Marie says yes to the starfish, and I agree.
Yeah, me too. And then what I'm going to do is take a piece of eyelash trim and just tie the bow in the center with that, because I do want to add some eyelash trim. And that'll keep the bow tied.
Hi, Edith.
Hello, Edith.
Just the tail, Edith. If you watch after the live is over at the beginning, you'll be able to see what you missed.
I mean, you could do the top half too. I'll think about something to do with that. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so pretty. I love blue and white together.
Welcome back, Casey Creates.
Hey, Carla. Carla has a very cool channel as well. She's a very talented lady. Oh, let me pull that down a bit so you can see what I'm doing. Now, where did I put my... Of course, Kim's not organized. Every week this happens. Let me just get up for a second. Just looking for my fabric book that I keep my images in to see if I have an image. There it is.
Yes, Jane Marge, she just rubbed a little piece, a little dot of glossy accent on her finger and pressed it down to the bottom of the scale before she put the tiny bead on there.
I thought I had a mermaid image. I guess I don't. If I was organized, I could have printed one off. I do have this image. Hang on. But I don't know if it's appropriate. What do you guys think? Like, not the white part. I'd cut that off.
Carla's still basking in your gorgeous, generous prizes.
Aww. What do you guys think of the image? Yes or no? I wish I had a mermaid image, but I do not.
I vote no on the image just because I like the scale so much. But Jane Marge says, yes, lovely, go with it, dear. Deanna says yes. Shannon says yes.
She could pass for a mermaid, right?
Carla says, not so much.
Okay. Well, you know what? We're going to proceed without it for a minute and keep going, and then we'll decide and see how much time we have, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, because there's still a bit to do here. Okay, so now I'm going to add more
Siobhan
fiber.
says she agrees with me. No.
So no. Okay.
Edith, no.
Okay, no it is then. That's why I like to ask you guys, right? When you're crafting with your friends, it's good to get everybody's input. Okay, so I'm going to add a bit more eyelash trim. I'm just going to make a bow with it. Put that in the center of the blue bow. And then we're going to add the starfish and other goodies. Bling. I think it needs bling.
Bling, bling.
Yeah.
Everything needs bling.
Well, you know, mermaids love shiny things, right? I need a glue stick. I've got some really cool iridescent pieces from Shannon as well. Is Shannon still here?
Yes.
I did an embellishment box swap with Shannon, who is Morrissey's art and design studio.
Art and Crafts Design Studio.
Art and Crafts Design Studio, sorry. And she sent me the most beautiful pieces of this iridescent trim.
Siobhan says, bling on tail.
Yes, to the bling on tail, girl. And Siobhan sent me the most amazing bling the other day.
Lucky girl.
I'm just lucky you guys are my friends. That's, you know. And I think this one I'm going to put in the middle, and then I'm going to put bling in the center.
Ooh.
Okay, what do you think? Don't they look pretty?
Shannon said her swap with you was super amazing. Thank you.
Aw. Yeah, we're about to do our second swap in the Angel Dream Crafts Facebook group. So if you guys aren't a member, please come over and join us, because the first swap we did was embellishment boxes, and we had such a good turnout. We had 12 people for our first swap, so I was super excited about that. And it looks like we're going to have another good turnout for our second one, which is going to be a fabric clutch. And you include some handmade flowers and a couple of yards of lace, which I guess I'm announcing before I put it in the group, but that's kind of what everybody liked the idea of. So that's what we're going to go with. So there's time, if you haven't joined the group, to come over and get involved in our next swap. And it is open to international, so anybody can swap. Because I feel... Oh, hey, Davida. They do look like starfish, don't they, Carla? That was cut off. Do I have a piece of it here?
Look what Siobhan wrote.
Hi, Davida. What did she write? Oh, the jeweler said I need to bring it all back now. Oh, dang, girl, we ain't getting it back. This is the curtaining fabric I used. I looked in the curtain section of the thrift store. Look at the pearls on here. And I used this on the back of the tail. It's beautiful, tiny little pearls all over it and embroidery. And then here it had these beautiful star pieces on it. So that's where I cut those from. So you never know if you go to a thrift store what you'll find, right? It's amazing. Okay. I have this piece from Olivia, which I kind of like. It's blue. Should I go with blue, or should I do something like uber blingy here? What do you guys think? Super blingy or the blue?
I
might be voting for super blingy. Let's see. I got this goodies from Siobhan. Let's look through here. I have this piece.
Pretty much super blingy is the answer.
Super blingy. Okay. Let's see what we got. I'm not sure I want to do gold because there's too much silver there. Oh, I wonder. No, that's too heavy.
Carla says, how about both?
Could do both. That's true. What do you think of that? I think I'm going to find something with pearls, actually. Just don't think that's going to work. You guys will see all this amazing bling in an upcoming video from Siobhan. So amazing. Okay, let me search for my bling here. I have, oh, this might work. I have this beautiful blingy dangle piece that's silver from Craft Supplies for You. So I think we might be going with that. Yep. Me likey. I like. Okay.
Oh, I love that.
Isn't it pretty?
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys end up making one of these, I would love to see it. You know, put your own spin on it, of course. This is just the basics of this.
Siobhan says it looks vintage.
It does look vintage, doesn't it? So let me lift that up and you can see. And then you've got this coming down the side with the netting and the tulle and the lace. And then underneath that, you've got that dangle piece with the seashells on it. So I don't know if I want to do too much more. We'll see. Let's see. I've got these little turquoise flowers too that might look pretty in the center of these stars. They might be super pretty just to add a bit more color. I do like those. And these are from KS4U as well. And the flowers in Julie's store are still off, I think 40%. And you don't need a coupon for those. So definitely go over and check out. She's got all kinds of ribbon roses and wedding flowers and all kinds of goodies. There, that picked up the turquoise a bit more too.
Siobhan said she'd wear that bling.
I would wear it too. I would wear all the bling you sent me the other day. Maybe all at once. All right, let's see what else do we want to do. What do you guys think? You got any ideas? Because this is a new project for me, so I've never made one before. So if anybody's got any ideas, just shout them out. What else? Ooh, pearls. Let me get some pearls. Where did I put my pearls? Where are my pearls? There they are. Pearls.
Siobhan says dangles on tail ends.
Oh, yes. Okay. On the tail ends of the lace. Okay, I like that idea. Good thought. We're going to add some pearls because there's pearls up here on the top.
Jane Marge says, what about bling chain around the scales to define them more?
Oh, girl. Leave it to Jane Marge to come up with that. She is like, okay, that's a great idea.
Carla says leaf dangles maybe, like seaweed.
Yep.
Dawn Marie says, do you have pearl dangle trim tail?
I have pearl dangles from Jane Marge, actually. I'll get those out in a second and see. I'm just going to glue on some pearls here because I just like the way that they look.
What about Chinese braid trim?
I've got that all the way around the edges already, which you'll see at the beginning of the video.
Oh, I can sort of see it on the side, yeah. Edith says, yes, anything that looks like seaweed.
I like the pearls. The pearls are pretty. I like the bling chain idea. We're going to try that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just so happen to have
Does KS4U sell the bling chain?
Yes, it does.
Perfect.
That probably should have been done at the beginning, but we're going to do it. That might take a while to do, so maybe I won't do all of it, but you'll get the idea. What do you think? Look at that. Amazing.
Love the pearls.
Do you like the
Shannon
bling?
wants to know, can you use any of the iridescent pieces in the embelly box?
Let's get those out. Oops. Okay, let's see. Oh, see, look at these. Those, look at that, would look amazing. Oh, those are amazing. Although I might put them here. Oh, those look good.
Edith says she can also see maybe some stickles and aqua green colors done here and there in little waves.
Yep. There's so much you could do with that. Look, I put some of the iridescent pieces back here.
Super
That
pretty.
just, yeah. Oh. Shannon sent me some amazing pieces. Let's see here. Glue string. I think I might do that. And then because you know mermaids love things. They love shiny things. Hey, there's one more. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Gorgeous, Shannon. This is a collaboration project with all of you guys now. I love these back behind here. This looks so cool.
Shannon and Jen March love them too, and so do I.
Yeah, these are amazing pieces she sent me. Very cool. Okay. All right. Look how great that looks. Let me lift it up. Look how sparkly it is. Super pretty. So now I am going to do the chain, but we'll be here all day if I do it all. So I will do a bit, but I am going to do the chain because I think that's an amazing idea.
Carla said, "You're so good, Kim. You can craft on demand."
Haha, I can. That's because I have so many talented friends telling me what to do, Carla. And Jane Marge is queen of the bling and pearl trim.
Beautiful, gorgeous, love it. Beautiful, love it. Those are all your comments.
Aw, you guys are awesome. Okay, so I need different scissors and or wire cutters to cut this because I'm not using my good fabric scissors to cut the chain. So let's see if the wire cutters will work. Okay. Look how cool that looks going around it. I love that, Jane Marge. She's so clever. Let's do a few more, and then I'm probably going to have to call it because I have some things I have to get done today.
I love that.
Right? It's amazing. And then you've got the tiny blue Swarovski crystal right at the tip. Oh, that looks amazing. I love it. I love it. That really does define the scales for sure. I hope you guys will give this a try.
Gorgeous.
Right? And I will post some finished images in the Angel Dream Crafts Facebook group and on my Facebook page. So look how pretty that looks. You can just imagine it going all the way down. It'll be amazing, amazing. So I hope you guys will give this a try because it's fun to be able to create this way on the fly like this. But yeah, I think that it's something different, you know, doing shapes for wall hangings instead of just, you know, an image. It's something a little different.
Bootsy, we're about to go off the air. Sorry, you'll be able to watch it again.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Bootsy. So you will see this, and I will show it on one of my videos too. If you guys aren't on Facebook, I will show you the finished when I do it. Unfortunately, I have to get some things moving this morning here, so I do have to call it. But thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. This was fun, and I love that you all joined in and helped me create this. That was so much fun. We may have to do that again.
Mm-hmm.
We might do that again. So thank you guys, and thank you, Kim, for being here, and thank you to my other wrenches, my lovely wrench ladies, Siobhan and Jordan, for being here. Oh, you're making those yourself, Bootsy? Yeah. These were ones that were cut off of a vintage, like large table runner, and I cut them for scale. So I'm pretty happy with it. I hope you guys like it too. There's the top. And I'll flip over the back so you guys can see the back. That's the original shape. Oops, this way. That's the original shape. And I used a template that I cut out. And there you can see the bottom of the tail. So, and this was that curtaining material that I cut the starfish shapes from. And you can see already that the glossy accents has dried those little beads like really, really well already. So that is my mermaid tail, you guys. Thank you all for being here. You're all amazing and awesome. Thank you. And I will be back very soon. Don't forget to sub to each other if you're not already. Have a great day, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks, Kimmy. Bye.
Bye.